Janice, that's really messed up. Uh, I had a couple cellies like that too, and you just gotta let them know. Oh, that's all right, country. I know how it is. One of these weekends, I may not be able to do it live because I may be camping with my friend, but I'm going to try to get an interview with him so he can tell you guys a little bit about me. But yeah, Janice, most of those guys that proposition, they ain't really wanting any fights or anything, you know. They just want to see if they'll give in.
Hello.
Mindy says hi. Hey, James Kolb. Glad you're here, bud. And that reminds me, most of you guys are here from, hey, Sean. I was just getting ready to talk about you and Chad. You guys don't know about Sean, Federal Prison Talk. Go check his channel out. He does federal prison stuff too, just like Chad. And check out Chad if you have, but most of you guys are here from Chad's channel. Yeah, I understand, Janice. That's good. You know, these guys got to be putting their country. Wanted me to do a video on the worst time I had in prison, my worst day in prison. And Jay Walker said something about getting a message out there to the kids about how prison is. So I think I'll combine those two and make one video. And they kind of go together, you know. Sean, I was on your channel the other day on your live. Couldn't stay though. That's right. Smash that like button. Share. Yeah, that's. I know what you're talking about, Janice. I've seen those type. Makes you think twice about messing with them, you know. Well, that's hey, Sean. Yeah, share the video, Sean. If you ever want me to interview you, or you want to interview me again, we can do that anytime. You got my email. I think you got my messenger too.
Like buttons.
Huh?
Like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. There's 8 watching, 6 likes. Let's get them up there. What you guys want to talk about? Need to get Marlene and all them in here. Ash and Emmy. No, but the funny thing is, I mean, kind of maybe a little bit, but part of it was wasn't part of Ozarks filmed not far from here, just right up the road.
Only the actual scenes of the lake and stuff of the Ozark Lake is filmed in Missouri. The rest of it's filmed in Georgia.
Yeah, most of it's filming in Georgia, but like around the lake, Palm de Terre Lake and all that, that's just right up the road here. But I mean, it's kind of like things like that in Missouri happen, but it's usually real quiet, you know. It's the type of thing people never really hear about. You people getting, people committing suicide with their hands tied behind their back. How does that happen? Chad and Sean should link up sometime, I think. Do a little collab. I mean, they're both did federal time. $11 watching, 9 likes. Hit that like, people,
And share.
and share. Yeah, that goes for you too.
I am sharing right at the moment. You made me say that.
I think it would be cool.
Why am I on your Facebook?
Because we're friends, right?
No, I mean like literally logged into your Facebook.
I don't know. Smash that like button. That's right. And so, it's when I first started doing these lives, the first one I was nervous, but you guys are awesome, and like we was talking about last weekend, it's therapeutic, Hey Thomas, my day's going all right. How about yourself? Where you from, Thomas? We got people in here from all over the United States. Beach girls from up there in it was New York, Marlene, Louisiana. I'm glad all of you are here. What's uh-oh?
I can't remember my Facebook password on the computer. It's my fingerprint on my phone.
Oh, he did?
Or no, it's my face.
Texas. James Cole from Texas. I've been to Texas one time, James. It's when I was a little kid. And you ain't gonna believe this. We went to Galveston, and it was snowing. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know it snowed down there by the ocean. But it wasn't sticking or anything. And people down there said that was unusual. Yeah, Country and Janice are from Pennsylvania. But yeah, James, people was telling us down there, this is unusual for Texas. They don't usually do this. But it was just big old flakes falling and just melting as soon as they hit the ground. Yeah, it was crazy. It was the first time and the only time I've been to Texas. But I liked it, though. I especially liked the northern part. Northeastern part, it's kind of like Missouri, a little bit. A little bit more hillier, it seemed like. By Heart's Desire. Hey, glad you're here. From Canada. Well, we're glad to have somebody from Canada here. I almost thought that said My Heart's Desire, but it's By Heart's Desire. Yeah. I like southern Missouri, and in northern Missouri, it's kind of weird up in northern Missouri. Iowa. Thomas is from Iowa. Now, Iowa is a lot like...
I lived in Iowa.
Yeah, Mindy lived in Iowa. And Iowa's is a lot... Northern Missouri is a lot like that.
I've
Yeah.
lived in too many states.
Yeah, Sean said those snow in Texas is the snowflakes moving there from California. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into the snowflakes, though. Marlene, there you are. The snowflakes think the rest of us are too hard, but and they may be right about that. You know, never know. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Marlene. Yeah, we love you too, Marlene. Take care of that fever. Marlene, you hear from your son in Indiana yet? I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to find a video on Westville prison, Marlene, and do a reaction to it just for you. Yeah, we need Marlene getting feel better. She's the one that always makes us laugh on here. Me, anyway. I want to tell you guys a story. I don't know if I've told this story here on the live before, but I have in the videos. When I first got to... If I have, then I apologize. When I first got to the walls, Missouri State Penitentiary, the prisoners segregated themselves. The whites were on the right side and the blacks were on the left side. Oh, tell them we said hi. But anyway, I first got there, I sat on the wrong side. And what I didn't know, is everybody had a seat that they claimed, you know. And so I sat down in the seat, and this black guy comes up and he goes, "You're in my seat." You know, I was 18-year-old kid, just turned 18. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I moved to the seat next to him. You know, the tables had 4 seats at them. Excuse me. And he said, "That's my partner's seat." He goes, "I'm going to give you a piece of free advice. Your kind sits on the other side." So I look on the other side. There's all these white people over there. And no, it wasn't a good first date, James.
You said that in your first episode.
Yeah. Not on a live, I don't think, though.
No, you said that story in your first
Yeah.
episode, but not in live.
But anyway. So anyway, I get up and go to the other side. It seemed like the whole prison was looking at me. And I get over there and I'm trying to find a seat. And there's these 3 white guys, and they said, sitting at this table, and they said, you can sit here. Stop doing that, Ethan. You can sit here. They said, the thing of it is, yeah, all eyes, the whole chow hall was looking at me, even the guards. And they said, you can sit here, but this is your seat from now on. Don't let anybody take your seat. You know, they do. They're disrespecting you. Yeah, the wood pile. So, the thing of it is, I sat down there. I said, "Well, what about your partner?" Because they said their partner, there was their partner seat, and he went to the hole. And they said, "We don't care who it is. That's your seat now. If he gets out of the hole and tries to take it back, you punch him." And so that's the way it was. You know, if you got a seat, you sat in that seat every day. And yeah, everybody check out Fred with Prison Talk. He does prison content. And he interviewed me once. He's a good dude. He's doing a lot of good work out there. He's trying to help people too. That's what it's all about, you know. People like me, Chad, John from Federal Prison Talk, Jay Williams. We're trying to keep people from going to prison, you know. We're trying to motivate people. Lance off the yard, he does the same thing. He stopped there for a little while, but he's back. Yeah, smash. Yeah. Always, that always makes me smile, James, when you say that. But I appreciate you guys. You know, but I don't really mess with the. I like Mitch too from Hard Intentions. That's a good channel too. You know, I don't think Mitch is like me. He doesn't have like a saying. But you know, you got Chad, you know, raw and real. You got Lance, stay sucker free. I got a new Brian I'm in. Not sure what that means, but you got Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. He doesn't talk about life sentence. He's not meaning a life sentence. He's meaning free life, you know. But what do you mean by that, James? I got a new. That's right. We have HTP. We're trying to do good here. Yeah, let's smash it. Let's keep it going. But anyway, that was my first day in prison. The very first day I went to the chow hall, and then another time I almost started a riot. I didn't mean to. I used to be. I hate to say this. I'm ashamed to say it, but I used to be kind of racist when I first went to prison. And I said the N word, and all hell almost broke loose. And but I found out that there's good and bad in all people. You know, you got good people that are black and good people that are white. No matter who you are, there's good people. No matter who you are, there's bad people. You know, it's just the way it is. And I had this black guy one time have my back when the whites wouldn't. And that just blew my mind. I couldn't understand that really. But really appreciate it. But I'd like to see all these channels that are trying to help people come together, you know. But I just don't know how that would work, you know. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Sean. Exactly. All of us that have a positive message, we need to somehow get together. That's a good idea, what you just said. I agree. I think that would be very interesting.
How do you do that?
I'm not sure how they do it, but that's kind of something I've been wanting to do. Is Sean and Chad, and me, maybe a couple of others. You know, like Mitch, Lance. Dorothea, how you doing? Good evening. I think it's midnight over there where you're at.
Good morning, Linda.
That's right, Janice. We are all humans, you know, and we all every one of us need to stop seeing color. You know, we just need to look at people for who they are. Let their actions speak for them, not their color, not their belief, not their views. You know, let their actions speak. Have I told you guys, you know, the holidays at the walls used to be great. We'd have like 4th of July outside, and they don't do any of that anymore. Christmas was great too, but I dang near got my jaw broke on Christmas one day. And I didn't mean. Yeah, I got Discord. Well, of course, you guys know that. Yeah, we could do it on Discord too, Sean, like Country was saying. But the thing of it is, even if we figure out how to do it, you know, and how we're going to do it, we have to get everybody on board, you know. Have somebody like Chad or Jay Williams leading it, you know, or Sean, one of those guys. I'm for it too. I think that'd be a great idea, especially if I think it's going to help people. I'm really for it if I think it's going to help people. Dorothea finally made one. She had to get up in the middle of the night for this one. She's over there in Romania or somewhere, Hungary. But that's one of the things I've been thinking about for a long time, guys. And, you know, I just don't know how to do it. And I don't know how we could get everybody together to do it. Yeah, it's time for him to get out. Do you have a good conversation for him with him, Marlene? You're still asleep. I bet you are. You had to set your alarm to get up for this one. Oh, and I wanted to ask you guys something. I'm doing I'm doing these lives at 5 o'clock. Would you guys like any other time? Because I know you guys say something about being close to when everybody else is doing theirs, like Banky and Chad and all them. I forgot about Banky too. We need to get Banky in on it too. I've never been to Romania, but I've seen pictures. Yes, it is beautiful. Five is great for you. All right, that's good. All right. I just know that last weekend people were saying that we're all like crowded together, me and Chad and Banky and all of us. Yeah, I would love to do an interview with him about country. Heck, I'd interview Marlene. Mom calling from. Don't go over lap times. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, always keep it for about an hour here. James, especially if Chad's having one at 6, I usually close out like 10 till 6. Well, I'd interview him. I'm sure that Chad would interview him too. knock my coffee cup over. I'm trying to get some women on here too. My 5 is yours. Yeah. Yeah, you're over there on the Eastern Standard Time, country. And James, he's on the same time I'm on. So is Marlene. But Chad and all you guys are over there on the East Coast. What are you doing, Rosalie? The dog's laying at my feet. Oh, is the race supposed to be tonight?
It's supposed to start at 4:30.
I've been seeing the things go by.
I haven't heard them, but
All right, thanks, Janice. If you guys ever hear like noise, it's probably going to be from the Lucas Oil Speedway. We're like a quarter of a mile from it, and it gets loud sometimes. An old dirt track, and they also have speedboat racing there.
yeah, you can't do a video when they're speedboat racing.
Yeah, if they're speedboat racing, it'd be real hard to do a live because those boats are louder than the cars are. But anyway, when it was one Christmas, I think it's first or second Christmas that I was at the Walls. And they gave us these bag of candy and a bag of nuts, and you know, it had different types of nuts in it. Walnuts, peanuts, pecans, Brazilian nuts. That's how I learned that they're called Brazilian nuts. All right, country. But so this black guy comes by and he says, "Hey, I'll give you some walnuts. You give me those Brazilian nuts." Well, I didn't know what he was talking about. I said, what ones you talking about? He goes, "Man, you know what I'm talking about, those Brazilian nuts." That's right. I told Sean about this story. And so I kept pointing at each one, and finally I pointed at the right one. He goes, "Yeah, those." I said, "You mean those Entos?" And he said, "Man, you're a dead man," and stomps off, calling me racist and everything else. I was just getting over my racism, you know. I was just getting past it. I didn't know why he was mad. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that sometime, Dorothea. Not right now because I ain't got the stuff, but handy. But and I agree with you, country. It's awesome, but it can be annoying when you're trying to do a live or a video or something. But anyway, he said, "You're a dead man." And so my neighbor was, and Sally and everybody, they was laughing. And I said, "What is he talking about?" You know? They said, "That's not the name of them, you know?" And they're Brazilian nuts. That's their real name. Anyway, when we went to chow, yeah, it got me in trouble, country. And so, and the Entos word, so going to chow, he's waiting on me. What he should have done, he should have waited till we was on down to what we call the tunnel. It's actually a hallway. But he was just right there where the tunnel started, and there was guards. And he swings at me, and I duck, and the second one connected. And everybody said it sounded like a gunshot went off. I don't know how I didn't end up with a broken jaw, but they ran down there and they grabbed him and everything. They took us to the hole. But that's how I found out the real name of them, Brazilian nuts. You know, you're welcome, Dorothea. I'll try to do that next week maybe. Finishing knot in a leather purse. What the heck are you eating on, Rose? Did she give you a
I
snack?
gave her a treat.
And that's enough for her. But I just learned some things you just don't say, you know. And
I don't know if you showed this one yet or not.
no, I haven't showed this one. Here's a box I made for a leather box I made for Mindy.
You have to buckle it.
Yeah. And it opens like this, you know. But yeah, it's how long you've had this? Like
2 years.
2 years. You had it quite a while, and it's still in pretty good shape.
That's my yard sale money box.
Yard sale money box, yeah. Yeah, smash that. That's right. It did me too, Sean. Prison changed me, you know, and I got to know people. My racism really was based on ignorance, and but you know, I got to knowing people and stuff. Actually, when I went to prison, I didn't like nobody. I didn't think I should be in there with them. A bunch of criminals and derelicts of society, you know. And so I was kind of arrogant. So that's right, Marlene. And that's true, country. Some of my own people I can't stand, you know. But I got there and I got to know people, and from different races, and some of them from all over the world. And Discord is an app where you can, it's hard to explain, but you can talk on it, you can video talk on it. In fact, Chad's got one too, Blood on the Razor Wire. And I just found that out yesterday. James and everybody certified hit me up with it. Yeah, that is, it's true, James. I almost started to write by saying, and you know what? The thing of it is, whites and blacks on both sides got to talking. Like the main guys got to talking, and you know, and they stopped it. And it's never too late to change. But they said, you know, the system, they're talking about the prison and the people that run the prison, they want us to be divided. As long as we're divided, you know, they have control. And they want to see us fighting and stuff. And so they said it doesn't matter how much you hate the next man because of his color or whatever, it's not a good thing to do, because that's what the prison wants. You know, the prison, at least in Missouri, they sow seeds of dissent. They want to see us going at one another, you know. Because I tell you what, when we was united a few times, we made some changes. Hey, country, does Chad ain't got one at 6, does he? I mean, a video or a chat thing, a premiere. Because if he does, I'll stop this in about 15 minutes. So I can get ready. Yeah, I've had some, you know, I've seen some of these prison YouTubers. It's none of the ones I like, because the ones I like, they keep it real. But I've seen some of them talk as if they've never lost a fight. Yeah, I think there was a few that called themselves that. I don't know if they was legit or not, though, Sean. But what we had was family values and SSGs, and but family values, believe it or not, is not really okay. Thanks, country. I don't think is really that racist. I found that out from a guard and another a friend of mine that I interviewed, Terry. But he said that's the propaganda they're putting out there, you know, on the internet to try to get people to turn against them. They wouldn't hire me. I wouldn't work for them anyway, Dorothea. Not that I know of, James. They may have, but I can't think.
They do hire ex-cons in prison.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna hire somebody like me.
You have to be off parole and off all papers for 5 years.
But I'm not sure if they do it or not, James. I've never seen anywhere I was at. But that's not to say that they're not there, because Missouri's got a lot of prisons. Yeah, I'll check it out after we get off of here. One time they had an AB guy from California, and he seen this guy with a 3-leaf clover on his back. He seen a guy with a 3-leaf clover on his back and AB, and he went and made a few phone calls. He talked to the guy for a minute, and he made a few phone calls, and he told that guy, he says, you got to get that tattoo off your back. And the guy says, he goes, why? He goes, because, you know, you're representing something you're not. And he said, you know, you can either go to PC or you can have that tattoo covered up. So he had it covered up. But that is the only AB that I knew of. That's not to say, I'm not going to say that there's none in Missouri, because it could be. I think we could. Here's the thing, Sean. I don't think they're going to allow that. But I think people like me and Chad, and, you know, they could make a difference. But
No.
yeah. He said he applied in Iowa's and they turned him down.
For what? Iowa prison?
Yeah, I think he said Iowa. Hey, Ash and Emmy. Glad you're here. I was wondering when you're going to show up.
It really depends on your charge, on why you would get turned down.
All right, Dorothea asks, she asked if I met any trans.
Huh?
Yeah, one time, Dorothea, they couldn't figure out where to put the person, you know. They first put them in a female prison, then they put him in a men's prison, then they put him in PC, and then they shipped him out somewhere. I don't know where they put him, but
There was a lot of trans in the female one.
Mindy said there's a lot of trans in Vandalia, the women's prison. Monison. I don't know how you say that. How you say that, Monison?
Hmm?
They hired a pedophile in the school. See, that's what I was getting ready to say. Tell Sean, I think that's, you know, it would be all right to hire felons as long as they wasn't chomos. I'm sorry, guys. I got a real problem with chomos. And I know most of you guys do too, but right, Sean. No Chesters as teachers. I can't believe they did that. You hear that? Do you read that?
There's a lot of places that have, and it's not really the school's fault so much as the fact that the person was misleading on their application,
Oh, really?
and then the school didn't do a good enough background check.
Hey, Ash and Emmy, did you hit that like when you came in? Yeah, I'm not sure what to call them, Dorothea, but this one that they put on the yard for a little while, I didn't really, I didn't really, I don't know, Sean, I've always said chomo. In Missouri, they also say mosopper because when they go to prison, they got to go through this program. It's called the Missouri Sexual Offender Program.
Chester is actually a
No, they
Chester the molester from
that ain't what
Family Guy.
I know, but they ain't what he was.
That's when they changed it from Family Guy.
They changed it to chomo. That's what he's saying. But
Oh.
I agree, country. They should be putting the what did James say? That was- yeah, James. That's right, to the head. Hey, I'm glad there's people that agree with me on this because out in California they're trying to legalize pedophilia. I'm sorry, I can't abide by that. That's right. That's right, Sean. But I don't think they should be teachers and or anything like that, anything where they're around children, All right, thanks, Janice. That's right, James, they do. They change their name, they get, and they think that looking at kids on the internet is not a crime. But they get on these different social media platforms and try to sucker children in. Yeah, they are, Ash and Emmy. They definitely are. They're trying to legalize it in California. Oh, James, Ash and Emmy's from Texas too, in case you didn't know. Yeah, a lot of them don't get caught. A lot of them don't get turned in. They get away with it. And when they do go to prison, they get 5 years, maybe 10 years. they might be in there for a long time if they killed the person, the kid, you know. And then they cry like they cry about the time they got. Oh, I got 5 years. Oh, I shouldn't be doing 5 years.
I know, you should be doing 20.
Right, but they do. I mean, I've seen them do that. Yeah, yeah, Sean. I'm glad you're not in California.
But there's also a thing is like the difference between pedophiles and eclophilia.
Right.
Eclophilophile, however you say that.
They have their own organization. Yeah, apparently it's a big movement out there in California and some other states, I think, too. But I think California is their stomping ground, their main, where they're trying to get all this. Because, you know, a lot of times when something gets legalized in California, it's not long before the rest of the country legalizes it. Some for the good, some for the bad. Yeah, I know they do, Sean. I don't think they should have any rights. That's right, Janice. No, they're trying to make it a law, Dorothea, that it's legal. We're not joking about this. This is a true thing that's happening here, well, at least out in California. You know, when I first started this channel, there was somebody that came on because I was wearing that shirt I had. I guess I'd been like 3 or 4 months, and yeah, we are. Thanks, Sean. But I had this shirt on. It said about pedophiles, you know, and somebody came on my channel and said I was advocating, trying to get everybody to murder pedophiles. I said, I'm not trying to get anybody to do anything, you know. It's up to them what they do. And all the subscribers I had at that time, which wasn't too many at that time, they got on her about it. Her name, she went by Jane Doe. And everybody got on her about it, and I finally just blocked her. Yeah. Go live in Cali or somewhere. That's right, Marlene. Yeah, Dorothea, Loretta Lynn, I don't know if you guys know who that is. But that's a country singer. She got married, what was she, 13?
She was 12 and he was 33.
Yeah.
But see, that's the difference between a pedophile and an eclophile.
Right.
That is like for you know, like teenagers having sex with adults.
Right.
Which I don't find too bad, depending on how much older the other.
Yeah, or how young they are. You know, like 13 is kind of young. You know.
I think a teenager is pretty capable of making the choice themselves.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad you don't either, Sean. You're a good dude. Country is right. Children are innocent, you know, and they don't know. You know, I just don't understand somebody hurting a child, you know, in any way. Oh yeah, wow, Ashley. I mean, that happened to a lot of teenagers. You know, I have a friend that was 14 when she got pregnant. So you know, it's kind of weird thinking that her daughter is only 14 years younger than she is.
Me and you are 13 years apart.
Right. Do you see that?
What?
What Federal Prison Talk wrote? That's good, Sean. I like that. The co-woman that was taking inmate to court hearing, and they're missing just your thoughts. Thanks. Enjoy your show.
Huh?
This CO woman that was taking an inmate to court hearing, and
They're missing.
they're missing, so they ran off. Hey,
Or the inmate did something to her.
so yeah. So what was it? David was Did they run off together, or did he kill her or something? Do something to her? Thank you, Maggie. I'm glad you're here, Maggie.
I kind of disagree with the country on manipulating. Because there are plenty of 15-year-olds that could have been doing the manipulating themselves.
It's on Fox. Do you know what he's talking about? I had to check that out, David.
What?
He says it's on Fox.
Oh.
Alabama story. All right. Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I don't know nothing about David, but you got me interested in it. I'm intrigued. Is it a true story? I might do a video on it. Thanks, James.
Happened 4 hours ago?
Huh? Do what?
The report was 4 hours ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Um,
Yeah, I appreciate that, James. Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably what happened, David. I don't know nothing about it yet, but she's reading it. But I'm going to say that's what happened. That's happened before, CO, and usually women COs helping prisoners escape. Hey, beach girl. Yeah, that's true
the
too.
Inmate is still missing. Didn't say that she's still missing. So she let him go.
You're right, David. He could have overpowered her. That's very possible. Beach girl, hit that like button. I know you haven't hit it yet. They both had the last name.
White. They both had the same last name, White.
Oh, White? Really?
Mhm.
Was they related?
It says they were not related.
Oh, wow. The last name's White. Yeah, that's what she just said. She just read that they're related. 6'7". Wow.
Where does it say that?
No, he's saying this. He's 6'7". They could have overpowered her and got away, or took her
I'm not
hostage.
sure it's a he.
Who? The CO?
No, the inmate's name is Casey.
Yeah, he said it was a guy. He said, I think he said the female was the CO was the female.
The CEO's name is Vicky White, and
Thank
the
you,
inmate's
James.
Casey White.
You know, it's not something I wanted to do, James, but it was I ran out of options. You know, nobody would listen to me. Didn't believe me, and it's the only option I felt I had left. You know, I regret what I did, but I do not regret protecting my brother, and I never will. That's just the way it is, you know. I think I've missed some things. Well, you're always welcome to hop on here, Beach Girl. That didn't quite sound right, but you know what I mean. I'm sorry. I was just repeating what she said, you know. That's right, James.
Huh. The CO
I.
turned in her retirement papers the day before.
Oh yeah, so they was in on that
They
together.
ran off together.
Yeah. Thank you, country. You know, it's you know, I when I did it, I kind of figured I'd go to prison, but I didn't think I'd go for 29 years. Thank you, Sean.
There's a photo of them.
You guys are awesome. You know that. Yeah. I should have thought that one out, country, before I said it. You know. Yeah, that was. I got.
Yeah, what?
Got to think things through. Yeah, David. She just read it and said that he she retired. Turned into retirement.
She turned in her retirement papers the day before it happened. So Thursday, because it happened Friday.
Oh, he's at Fulton Prison. Yeah, that was the reception center, David. Yeah, I've been through there. It's got tents now, I heard. Yeah, Beach Girl, I hope you didn't hear that. But I don't think she knows what country's talking about. But, yeah, Fulton Diagnostic and Reception Center.
Working man.
Was still being built when I went through there. Oh wow, it's almost 6.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm gonna close this. I really thank you guys for being here. Yeah, the bug man. Yeah. Cause them roaches getting in them prisons. Hey, I really appreciate you guys being here, and I'm gonna close this out, and I hope to see you guys next weekend. Thank you, Sean. All right, bye, everybody.